Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. In this video, I'm going to ask whether abortion is healthcare and whether these tests to determine whether a fetus is male or female should be allowed at all. A Labour MP in the United Kingdom, Naz Shah, she has said there ought to be a ban on clinics telling the parents whether their fetus or embryo is going to be a girl or a boy, or is in fact already a girl or a boy. I suppose the nomenclature here is crucial because parents, because they already have a baby in the womb, and girl or boy, well, you're either a girl or a boy from the moment of conception. It's there in the DNA, even if the organs haven't developed yet. So this law, I think it would only be for England, not the whole United Kingdom. But these issues are general and would apply to every jurisdiction. I remember pro-choicers often say, the trouble is these pro-life images, they only show the fetus. They don't show the woman around the fetus, in whose body the fetus dwells, which is true. They usually don't actually, but they ought to correct that. And why does the Labour Party in the United Kingdom propose prohibiting clinics declaring the gender of the baby to the parents? Because they say some women are much more likely to abort female fetuses than male fetuses, particularly people of certain South Asian ethnicities. There's a piece on BBC about it today. But why would Labour be against that? Now, I know some Labour people are moderate pro-choice. I don't know of anyone who's pro-life anymore. The late Kevin McNamara was. But certainly pro-choice ultras say that any woman at any time, for any reason, without stating what that reason is, must have the right to an abortion up to the moment of birth, partial birth abortion, even removing the baby partly from the womb and killing it then is absolutely morally acceptable. It's staggering because a baby is born, that baby is a human being alive. You agree? But an hour earlier, when it was a few centimetres away inside the womb, killing would have been completely immoral and legal. It really flabbergasts me. I'm astonished how people can be such moral gymnasts and think that that would make a moral difference and that would be acceptable. Feminism has been bitten on the backside, is boomeranged on feminism, with the ultimate discrimination coming along, little women being killed. And I try not to be glib about abortion. I realise it's a vexatious issue. It's such a thorny question because pregnancy is difficult. Being a parent is the hardest thing anybody can ever do. And some women become pregnant very young, under the legal age, under difficult circumstances. It could be due to rape and blah, blah, blah. They might have loads of children. So I realise it's hard to be clear-cut about this. And perhaps I shouldn't be judgmental. And if I were a woman, if I were pregnant under difficult circumstances, would I have an abortion? I might do. I'd like to think I wouldn't. But I try to imagine what it would like to be carrying a baby inside me. And I can't. There we are. Obviously, because there's a thing that could never happen. So there are those who say that men ought to butt out of it, unless, of course, they're pro-abortion. So we're often told to be multicultural, to respect different cultures. Some cultures do discriminate against girls. I'm told that even Western culture, even British culture, is misogynistic. There's a patriarchy. Well, you could see some other cultures where there's a real patriarchy. But if we're to respect multiculturalism, we have to allow them to abort their daughters. So this is where feminism and multiculturalism collides. Which do we think is more important? Well, it's feminism according to the Labour Party. But I mean, anything which restricts abortion is a step in the right direction. So, but is it healthcare? And if she wants a termination, should she be able to have it under any circumstances at all? There are a few extremists, I think, like Diane Abbott, who'd be one of them, who'd want to declare implacable warfare on babies. Termination of pregnancy can be healthcare. Suppose it's an ectopic pregnancy stuck in the fallopian tube. If that baby grows, it's going to kill the mother and the baby himself or herself will die. There could be uterine cancer, which the treatment is necessarily going to kill the fetus. So you could say to the woman, well, you just wait, give birth and then treat you. But by then it may well be too late. The cancer might have metastasized. So it would be healthcare there. And even the Roman Catholic Church would set double effect. Two people dying is worse than one person dying. So if we have to kill one to save the other, we'll do it. I know there might be some biblical fundamentalists who say, no, Genesis said Eve is going to suffer pain and danger in childbirth, therefore we must just let her die, which is a unfair and cruel, barbaric thing to say. So healthcare, what's it about? So doctors, ask yourselves, a heart is beating. Is healthcare stopping the heartbeat or helping it continue? It's blindingly obvious to me that you want the heartbeat to continue, not discontinue. Respiration is going on in lungs. So is healthcare ensuring that respiration carries on or comes to an end? It's blatant, it's carrying it on. That is healthcare, not stopping respiration. Notice I say respiration rather than breathing, because obviously the babies can't take air in directly through their mouths and noses. It's through the umbilical cord, but it does get into their lungs. Certainly towards the end of the pregnancy, there are lungs, so there is respiration, there's some gas exchange going on there. So there are cells which are regenerating. Should this continue or should we stop that? Clearly we should continue it. That is what healthcare is. It's making sure that hearts beat, that lungs respire, all the rest of it. It's not terminating these things. So that demonstrates yet again that abortion, generally speaking, is not healthcare, is anti-healthcare, is the ultimate in stopping someone's health. Keeping the skeleton together or pulling it apart. I know which it really is. So, are these babies alive? Well, they respond to stimuli. So that's a sign they're alive. They can hear. Right, they sometimes even respond to music. Obviously, we're talking about fetuses towards the end of the pregnancy, third trimester. They move. There's quickening in the womb. You tap on the belly of the pregnant woman, and in the uterus, the baby may well be bounding. So there you are. Yet more proof that abortion is almost never healthcare.